Now it looks like we'll take out 106, 107, 108 and make the next leg to 130, 150.
Billionaire Michael Novogratz reveals his view on what's next for crypto.
And I go, why do these banks even need to exist? You know, what is it that JP Morgan Chase does?
All while the Trump family explains why crypto is getting much bigger.
That DeFi, that blockchain can't do better, cheaper, more efficiently, more transparently.
We'll also talk about the stablecoin bill, as well as the latest altcoin news. Click subscribe to Altcoin Daily for an edge investing in crypto by staying informed.
I used to say there are more crypto owners than dog owners. And so why are you the party against dogs? And I think the smart Democrats get it. And so we got to get this bill done, which I think happens Monday.
But let's start with the stablecoin bill, which is expected to go into vote on Monday. And Loomis believes senators have reached a deal on the stablecoin bill. So this is the largest piece of crypto legislation we've seen to date. And this should get passed because stablecoins are sort of one of the easier aspects of crypto to understand.
The reality is every single person in the world outside of America wants to own the US dollar. We should be very, very proud of that as a country. So to be able to actually launch a digital stablecoin, ours is called USD1, backed one-to-one by the US Treasury, and get massive adoption around the world, that just kind of buoys up the US dollar, the strength of the US dollar, puts so many people from around the world in the US dollar.
Now, this bill is for all stablecoins in the United States, backed by the US dollar. It was really the Democrats that were halting the process just a little to make sure they specified the language. And now, in a direct quote from Senator Loomis, she says, "It has been an all-week marathon and sprint at the same time, but I believe we've got final language. So members will have a chance to look at it over the weekend again, and I expect procedural votes to begin on Monday." This is known as the Genius Act. It creates a regulatory framework for payment stablecoins. And all the minor changes that the Republicans and Democrats in Congress they were debating on, they were very detail-oriented as opposed to major changes, meaning both sides appear to want stablecoin regulation. It's going to get done. They're just final language to flush out. And just to highlight some of the changes that the Democrats wanted, which are pretty reasonable in my opinion, but was being ironed out all this week, the document also highlighted new restrictions aimed at limiting big tech's ability to take advantage of stablecoins. So the language that had to be updated was this: the new language bars non-financial publicly traded companies from issuing a stablecoin unless they can meet strict criteria regarding financial risk, consumer data privacy, and fair business practices. Meaning they didn't want Mark Zuckerberg to be able to create his own stablecoin and go outside of the banking system and have limited or just less safe regulations. This helps prevent companies like Meta, Amazon, Google, and Microsoft from issuing a stablecoin and maintains the separation between banking and commerce. It is no wonder that Eric Trump is on record that big banks like JP Morgan better get behind or risk falling behind.
And I go, why do these banks even need to exist? You know, what is it that JP Morgan Chase does, that DeFi, that blockchain can't do better, cheaper, more efficiently, more transparently? Hence really the creation of this idea, and really hence my entrance into the cryptocurrency world. And I think it's going to solve a lot of problems. The SWIFT system in this country is absolutely broken. Every week I'm waiting for a wire transfer to come in at 4 o'clock on a Friday afternoon, or trying to send one out. It's slow, it's lethargic, it doesn't make any sense. You look at what digital currency can do. You look what a digital currency backed by the US dollar, backed by US treasuries, that can be sent anywhere on earth instantaneously, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, can do. It's going to revolutionize finance.
And why this matters to you as a crypto holder, because pro-stablecoin legislation puts a crypto wallet in the pocket, in the phone of every American. It integrates the big banks with crypto instantly. And if you have a stablecoin wallet, that means you have a Solana-compatible wallet, an Ethereum, a Bitcoin-compatible wallet, which will be a huge on-ramp for new money. And that's one of the reasons that billionaire Mike Novogratz says Bitcoin is going to $150,000 per coin soon.
What will crypto do in terms of the market? Will it go quiet or go loud? At this point, we're looking at Bitcoin sitting at about 104,000.
And I remember, by the way, when we started to come back off the April lows, and maybe gold had the first move, And you said, when gold goes, what was the exact data point? It was like crypto follows, and sure enough, here we are.
Yeah, listen, we had a euphoric top right around the inauguration, and a combination of a lot of things, Trump coin and whatnot. People said, okay, and crypto went back and tested where the the election breakout was. Now it looks like we'll take out 106, 107, 108 and make the next leg to 130, 150. And at that point, you're in price discovery, right? I keep thinking gold's a $22 trillion asset and crypto's a $2 trillion asset. And at one point, as more and more young people inherit the money for their old people that, kiss the face of God, you're going to see crypto equal gold. And that's a long way from it.
Our YouTube data does show that out of the hundreds of thousands of viewers who watch Altcoin Daily every day, 7 out of 10 people subscribe. And that means 1 in 3 have not clicked subscribe yet. And there's never been a better time to watch 1 video per day and have an edge investing in crypto. Now let's talk about the latest altcoin news. This is why you subscribe. And for example, the Cardano founder says that if you hold any of these major cryptocurrencies, you will receive one of the largest airdrops ever.
So here's what we're going to do with Midnight, launching soon. We're going to do a token drop, airdrop, called Glacier Drop, brand new distribution mechanism. And if you hold Bitcoin, Ether, Cardano, XRP, if you hold Avalanche, BNB, if you hold Brave, because we like the bats people, if you hold any of these ecosystems, you already have it. Congratulations. It's for free. Just airdrop it to 37 million accounts. And you can do whatever the hell you want to do with it. You can ignore it and put it in the corner like a lonely dog. You can sell it. You can burn it. You can say, I really hate that Charles Hoskinson guy, so I'm just going to find a way to weaponize it against him. I don't give a shit. It's yours. It's your property.
This is, of course, the Midnight Airdrop, which is a side chain for Cardano. I'll keep you updated on exactly when this happens, how this happens, what you'll need to know. Also news for Off the Grid, which is one of the more popular crypto games out there with distribution that you can play now. I know people from the Altcoin Daily audience are playing this, earning crypto, doing this. Well, the news today is this. We're excited to announce today that we are inviting a new cohort of 20,000 off-the-grid users to migrate to the Guns mainnet. Of course, they have their own blockchain. It's called Guns. They're slowly migrating their users to their own chain. At this pace, they are going to take a long time to get all users on the mainnet, yet they're doing this. They'll probably increase this number as it continues. By the way, anybody interested in a job in crypto or to network or to make friends, the largest crypto conference in America, Bitcoin Conference, is happening at the end of this month. My brother and I are speaking there. So many awesome speakers. Use code ALTCOINDAILY for 10% off your ticket. Link down below. And I appreciate you.